Hey, you know what? I'm pretty excited today because it's actually the 50th episode of From Musician to Artist. Yay! And for me, that's just a huge milestone. It means that every week I've been able to create a new episode and bring, hopefully, some new value to musicians wanting to become artists. So, I'm excited about it. Allow me to be excited about it. If you have gotten any value from any of these episodes you've ever watched, can you just for me, chuck in the comments, congratulations, bro. That would mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. The other thing I'm excited about today is that when I'm recording this, putting it out, it's New Year's Eve, which means tomorrow is the start of a new year, and that is just my favorite. So my favorite day of the week is Monday, believe it or not, and that is because I haven't failed at any of my goals so far. So when I get to Monday morning, there's nothing that I have wanted to get done in the week that I haven't done yet, because I've just got this clean slate and everything is kind of looking forwards. So I love that about a new year as well. For me, it kind of says, all right, well, let's plan out exactly what we want to do and make all those goals so that we can get to where we want to get to. So I love that about a new year, that there isn't this burden of like the 15th of December where you're like, I need all these stuff I want to get done before Christmas. All this stuff I want to get done before the new year. How am I going to get that in and that in and that in? It's kind of this stressful, whereas now it's like, everything, we're good. We've got so much time. It's all ahead of us. But what we want to do is avoid that 15th of December feeling by getting a plan together now while it's the start of a new year. So I would just want to encourage you to do that today. And I want to share a bit about how I did that for the studio here, just to make sure that I am walking forwards throughout the year and not just spending the whole time going, oh, I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd done that. So one thing that I do is I go through and have a look at all my data from the year. So I look at all the projects that I did in the studio and I analyze how long they took me, how much it cost me to do them. And I also look at which ones did I enjoy? What sort of projects did I enjoy doing? And I find that's really, really helpful, because then I can go, all right, well, this year in my marketing plan, I want to aim at this sort of artist. People ask me to do this job. I'm going to try and say no to that so that I can do this other job that I enjoy a bit more. Or that job makes me no money, it just takes all of my time and there's very little result from it. Whereas this one doesn't take me much, but the way that it gets shared actually pushes the studio forward. So that's from a business standpoint, but as a music artist, you could do the same thing. So what worked for you in the year just gone? Like, was your release plan really, really good? Was the changes you made to your website good? Was growing your mailing list good? What sort of things worked for you, and what was a real pain? So I write down everything. This is what I reckon you should do. Write down everything that you kind of achieved last year, and then analyze whether that was good, bad, or ugly. And then that can pivot towards your plan for the coming year so that you can do more of those things that you found good and less of the things that you found ugly. It's a really good way to kind of set a goal and set you up for a win in this coming year. So I've got a SMART goal template, which would probably work for this, which you can download. There's a video about that up here, I'll link. You can download that guide, and that can kind of help you to actually get some of the thoughts out of your head onto a bit of paper. That would be my advice for you going forward with this new year. Figure out what works for you and what you want to achieve, and write it down somewhere where you can reference it. So you want to be looking at this at the end of each quarter. So that's the other thing that I really like to do is, rather than setting, okay, between now and December, I want to do this, because that's a really long time and it means by the 15th of December, there's a hell of a lot to do. But if you go, all right, let's just split it into quarters. So by the end of March, I reckon I could do this. So that gives us 90 days. I reckon I could do that. And then we can reassess then and go, well, I tried these things, these worked well, these didn't. So I'm going to implement those new things now. And then by the end of June, I want to achieve this. And then you can go again to the end of September and then the end of December and kind of achieve your goals. So make some short-term goals for the next 3 months, make some long-term goals for the next 12 months and work towards them. But right now, celebrate the fact that you have a clean slate. As a music artist, there is nothing that you've left on the table this year. You have done it all. I'm saying this year. I mean, it's the last day of the year. So this is probably the opposite to what I'm saying, is there's probably a million things right now you haven't done. But as soon as 12 p.m. hits, you have nothing that you haven't done this year. And that is a really, really cool feeling. But make the most of it so that you can have the best year you've ever had as a music artist. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to book a festival tour? Do you want to get an EP recorded? Do you want to get a single recorded? Do you want to write a bunch of songs? What is it that you reckon you can achieve this year? Write it down now because you have 12 months to do that, and it's a super exciting time for your music. So at the end of the video, I usually say, and I have for 50 episodes now, or 49 because I haven't done it for this one. I say, make some music this week and we'll talk again soon. But now I'm going to say, make some music this year. Make this the year that you do the things that you want to do. Make this the year that you record that EP, you write that single, you make that music video. All those things that you want to achieve as a music artist, make this the year for it. You know, don't be a musician in the corner of a pub this year. Be an artist that people buy tickets for and come along to the show. So do that this year. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll talk soon. Have a good year.